Greetings, fellow traders. Bob Loader here. It's time for the Lunchtime Market Update for Wednesday, December the 23rd, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's check see what the market here today. So SPX up 19 points today, so still hold on to the upper bullish band there on the monthly chart. Weekly chart, again, that lower shadow still kicking in there. And again, the impulsive count that we were talking about is still working its way up. We took an inside day up so far. So pretty nice move so far there today off of that. So again, not a lot of volume today, right? Because, I mean, today is the last full trading day before Christmas, so we've got a half day tomorrow, so we've got a little bit of a low volume move here today, so a little bit of caution out there. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. Again, S&P futures have been a little bit bouncy here between their orb levels today. So again, a big move, big dip buy from overnight, right? So they took a lot of the meat off the bone going in today. We've had this kind of choppy, grindy back and forth price action today. So again, we're right here at the 1218 VPOC. So let's see how that holds here today, and we are still holding the upward trend line. So let's see how that holds going through the rest of the day here. Let's see with the MES. Again, same thing. We're going to see the same geometric line from overnight. The only thing that happens, right, is that we shifted it because we got a fresh high, fresh trend line, right? So we're still bullish here until proven otherwise. One of the things we can do is take the old geometric line here, now that we have a fresh pivot up here, and shift that over and just kind of see how that holds going into the rest of the day. Again, like I said, guys, low volume. You can see the volume really just kind of tapering off here. So just be really careful with your trades today and just see how that holds, right? So, so be really careful with your trades. Don't try not to force anything, right? So we had some good moves at the open, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit. So let's see how that holds. It looks a little bit rising wedges right there on the MES. All right, let's stay with the Qs. Again, Qs have been bouncing back and forth right here. We're getting a nice little rally here in the in tech. They were generally pretty weak this morning and gave a couple opportunities. But let's see if they try to buy the dip here on some of the names that we've been looking at intraday. Let's take a look at the IWM. Again, they're holding on to some stimulus hopes on that today, but the XLF really stood out to us this morning as having relative strength, especially at the open. So one of the things we like to do at the open is we go through our sectors. We've got a long sector list that we look through. We look for ones with relative strength. And XLF and the banks were really, really nice this morning, and we could see some really great moves out there, and we'll take a look at a few of those, and one of the ones that we pointed out on the live stream this morning. Apple's getting really tight in here. It actually looks like a multi-day triangle, so just be careful with Apple. It's looking pretty choppy right now after its big gap up. So let's see what it's gearing up for there. Tesla! So Tesla actually had a big spike here today, but it's kind of calming down. Might be working on a bit of a bull flag right here, so just kind of keep an eye on it and see if it gives a move. So those are kind of a couple of the big names that we typically look at there. Let's take a look at a couple other ones. Let's look at AMD. Again, AMD, we've been looking for a dip buy on this one, but it just hasn't been getting a lot of strength. It had a nice dip buy yesterday, but again, we're still below the 80 MA here, so let's just kind of see how that holds going into today. Zoom was a big Zoom bomb this morning. Let's see if that comes through. Big Zoom bomb here this morning. It looks like it might be forming a bear pennant right here, so let's see how that goes throughout the rest of the day. And JP Morgan was one of the ones that we liked at the open this morning. So JP Morgan was just great. Again, relative strength there with the XLF, and really a lot of nice entry opportunities on it. The first 5-minute candle was good. The second 5-minute candle was good. And then the 15-hour breakout was good. And it really gave a nice move. The options doubled on this one. I think we looked at the 123 calls. I think we're like $1. And they went up to like $2 up here. So it made a really nice morning trade, especially on a day like today when you're heading into the holidays, to really kind of look for that relative strength and find a nice trade like that. So good stuff there. There's been a couple other movers out there. So Snap had an epic dip buy today. So really nice stuff there. It did pull back right here. It is still holding on to the 15-warp high. So what I would do here on the daily chart is just kind of see how we close. We haven't had any really big breakout candles yet on this one. Look at after this breakout candle right here, a lot of upper shadows going along the ways here. So let's see how it holds today. It might be this is the day here where it holds the 80 MA and starts to work its way up. DKNG had a nice little spike here intraday too. We're getting over this geometric line, but like I said on the live streams, I'm waiting to see if we break out over this geometric line to see if it's ready to get going. QS, another wild mover right there. So again, look at big gap down here today, right down 13 points. Things wild, right? Inside day. So let's see how that holds, right? That's why we don't chase these things, right? So this was honestly the day to get long. It's really tough right here. I think this is a good confirmation day, right? And so this day here was looking pretty good. So you get some follow through in that. The volatility on that is so high. But see how it holds the inside day going into the rest of the week here. And then PLTR with an interesting inside day here as well. So let's see how that closes here. It's below its 15 warp on the intraday chart, so a little bit of caution going into the short day tomorrow. Snow, a little bit of a pullback right there, but a bounce off the 50% retrace from the recent lows to the recent highs. So let's see how that goes. And then XL, one of our members pointed this out to us here this morning. Again, this is a one of those crazy SPAC type names, but this thing just was epic here today. Big move up, right? It was halted and then got another push to the upside right here. So it might be working on some sort of bull flag, but right now just kind of keep an eye on it. It was an epic move this morning, so nice stuff there. So good stuff, guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in for your chart requests. I hope everyone has an awesome rest of your trading day. We'll see you at the market wrap. Until then, stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.